Connor Carlisle, 209.44. B final now in the men's 200 backstroke. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Emil Haig. 2 for Swim Mac, Aiden Hill. 3 for Duneland, Alejandro Kincaid. 4 for Buckeye Swim Club, Cameron Pettit. 5 for Swim Mac, Davis Dunham. 6 for Lakeside Swim Team, John Crush. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, David Kovacs. And late for in lane 8 for Center Grove Aquatics is Garrett Christ. Tight field here as they come up on the 100-meter mark. In the B final heat, turning first in lane 5, Davis Dunham from Swim Mac, 101.71. Head of Cameron Pettit from Buckeye Swim Club, 101.93. And third in lane 8, Garrett Christ from Center Grove Aquatic Club, 102. Pettit out there, lane 4 for Buckeye Swim Club. On the charge, lane 3, Alejandro Kincaid from Duneland. Trying to close the gap on Pettit. But Pettit with now almost a body length lead as he comes in, puts it on the wall in a time of 2:06.38. Now bringing out the A final heat of the men's 200 backstroke. In lane 1 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Kyle Ponsler. Lane 2 for Zionsville Swim Club, William Modglin. Lane 3 for the swim team, Kai Van Westering. Lane 4 for Carmel Swim Club, Wyatt Davis. Lane 5 for Swim Mac, Caleb Muldari. 6 for Westerville Aquatic Club, Zachary Stump. 7 for the swim team, Humberto Nahara. And an 8 for UIndy, Cedric Busing. The A final heat, men's 200 back. Swimmer in lane 4, Wyatt Davis, Carmel Swim Club, the current meet record holder in this event at a 159.20. Wyatt setting that meet record in 2019, just off it this morning with a swim of a 2:00.5. At the 50 this morning, he was out in a 28:49. Let's see where he turns this evening. And we actually got Ben Westering out in front lane 3 at a 28:07. Quicker than the meet record split. And this is going to be a great race. You can just tell, you can feel it. Ben Westering in 3, Wyatt Davis in 4. Wyatt Davis now to the front, 59.30 this morning. He turns in a 58.72. Again, ahead of record pace, Wyatt Davis. Van Westerling, second in lane 3. Third, Nahara in lane 7. Davis again just off his record time this morning. He split a 129.98. And he's a 129.51. Still right at record pace, but he's got to get it home. Half a length to go now for Wyatt Davis, the Carmel Swim Club. And he's picking it up. He's got the kick going. The arms turning over. Head nice and steady. He's going to throw it back into the wall, and he touches in a time of 1:59.38. Nice swim there for Wyatt Davis, the Carmel Swim Club. D final now in the men's 200 back. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Landon Holmes. 2 for South Bend Swim Club, Ignatius Ruskowski. 3 for United Swim Association, Lucas Morelli. 4 for Carmel Swim Club, Carson Zotek. Lane 5 for Boilermaker Aquatics, Matthew Kling. 6 for Grand Traverse, Blake Rowe. 7 for Carmel Swim Club, William Lathrop. And an 8 for Westerville Aquatic Club, John Wyatt. We need a Carmel coach to report over to award staging, please. Need a Carmel coach over to award staging. Carson Zotek turns at the 100, 103.64, ahead of Blake Rowe. Lane 6 and 3rd in lane 3, Lucas Morelli. Carson Zotek here in the D final. And his time, 2:12.04. And now the award presentation in men's 200 backstroke. In third place from SwimMac, Caleb Modari. Second place from the swim team, Kai Van Westering. And the 2022 Spring Speedo Sectional Champion of the men's 200 back from Carmel Swim Club, Wyatt Davis, in a time of 1:59.38. Next up, we're going to be directing our attention to the scoreboard balcony end of the natatorium. 50 freestyle up next. Timers turning their chairs around and getting ready. There's the whistle. Ready now for the C final heat of the women's 50 free in lane 1 from Milford Area Swim Team. Aaron Fentress, lane 2 from Greater Columbus, Mackenzie Carter, 3 for Carmel Swim Club, McKenna Lesky, 4 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Avery Stein, lane 5 for Midland Dolphins, Ella Roberson, 6 for the swim team, Isabel Abraham, 7 for SwimMac, Caitlin Horn, lane 8 for Greater Columbus, Troy Grubbs. Kicking up the water, here they come, the C final of the women's 50 freestyle. Over here in lane 7, Caitlin Horn, SwimMac. And Horn does touch first out of lane 7 in the C final in a time of 26.96. B final now, lane 1 from Irish Aquatics, Kaya Podlin, 2 for this swim team is Leva Losi, 3 for Jennison Area, Grace Albrecht, 4 for SwimMac, Maya Genzel, 5 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Callie Agapios, 6 for the Tigers, Addison Carlisle, lane 7 for SwimMac, Kaylee McDonald, and in lane 8 for SwimMac, Molly Donlan. Maya Genzel, SwimMac, lane 4 as they come down here. And it is Maya touching first in lane 4 at a time of 26.89. And now bringing out the A final heat of the women's 50 freestyle. Now the lineup for this race, lane 1 from Warrior Swimming, Julie Mishler. Lane 2 also from Warrior, Alexis Mishler. Lane 3 from Nation's Capital Swim Club, Aaron Gamel. 4 for Irish Aquatics, Lily Christensen. Lane 5 for Carmel Swim Club, Alexandra Shackle. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Christina Pagel. 7 for Lakeside Swim Team, Charlotte Crush. And in Lane 8 for Carmel Swim Club, Megan Chrisman. A final heat of the women's 50 free. Meet record in this event, 25.19 by Andrea Galistio in 2021. Christensen with a preliminary swim this morning, just off the meet record at a 25.84. Again, the record 25.19 as Christensen and Shackle battle it out down to the finish. And touching first is Lily Christensen from Irish Aquatic in a time of 25.60. Here's the D final in this event. Lane 1 for Hydra Aquatics, Angela Wyan. Lane 2 for Club Olympia, Ashley Friel. 3 for Center Grove Aquatic, Laura Phipps. Lane 4 for Carmel Swim Club, Grace Doherty. 5 for Doodland, Rachel Dildine. Lane 6 for Livonia Community Swim Club, Allison Allen. 7 for Mooresville Area Swim Team, Lila Theriak. And in Lane 8 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Isabella Pribonic. Rachel Dildine, Duneland, Lane 5, Grace Doherty, Carmel Swim Club in 4. And taking the D final heat out of Lane 5, Rachel Dildine of Duneland in a time of 27.47. Now this is the P2 Championship Final, ladies and gentlemen. In Lane 4, Elizabeth Jobin, Concord Swim Club. Elizabeth Jobin here. Turning it over on her championship final in the P2 category here this evening. And Elizabeth charging down to the finish. Her time this evening, 40.91. Elizabeth Jobin, Concord Swim Club, ladies and gentlemen. And the award presentation in women's 50 freestyle. Your top 3 finishers on the awards podium now. 3rd place from Nation's Capital Swim Club, Aaron Gemmel. 2nd place from Carmel, Alexandra Shackle. And the 2022 Spring Speedo Sectional Champion of the Women's 50 Freestyle from Irish Aquatics, Lily Christensen in a time of 25.60. Thank you, ladies. Hold up. We've got one more award to do here. And that is going to be our award presentation. Our P2 award winner. There she is on the awards podium. Elizabeth Jobin, Concord Swim Club, your P2 champion in the 2022 Speedo Sectionals in the Women's 50 Freestyle. And ready now for the C final heat of the men's 50 free. Lining up in lane 1, Westerville Aquatic Club's Benjamin Coverdale. Lane 2 for Carmel, Christopher Holmes. 3 for Lakeside, Charlie Crush. Lane 4 for Washington Township, Carson Christoffel. Lane 5 for Washington Township, Colin Parker. 6 for Swimmac, John Kroll. 7 for Franklin Regional, Danielle Back. And an 8 for the swim team is Kwayo Shu Zhu. And first to touch here in the C final, Charlie Crush of Lakeside in lane 3, 23.98. B final, lane 1 for the swim team, Cruz Tester. Lane 2 for Center Grove Aquatic, Joseph Smith. 3 for South Bend Swim Club, Mason Young. 4 for Swim Mac, Reed Miller. 5 for Elkhart United Aquatics, Lucas Bird. Lane 6 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Matthew Kling. 7 for Zionsville, John Donovan. And in lane 8 for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Joshua Toothman. Reed Miller, Swim Mac in lane 4. Man, is he moving a lot of water. In lane 3, next to him, Mason Young, South Bend Swim Club. Your Bean final bringing it down. And Reed Miller from Swim Mac touching first in a time of 24.03. A final heat coming out, the men's 50 freestyle. And in lane 1 for Swim Mac, Cameron Abaqueta. 2 for Indiana University, Finley Brooks. 3 for Milford area swim team, William Fentress. Lane 4, swimming unattached, Indiana, Daniel Canor. Lane 5 for Indiana University, Jacob Destramp. 6 for McHenry University, Elariza Yavari Ferrucciani. 7 for Swim Mac, Tyson Harris. And in lane 8 for Carmel Swim Club is Aaron Shackle. The A final heat in the men's 50 freestyle. Meet record of this event, 22.24 by Josh Schneider, 2010. Over in lane 2, we got Brooks, Kenora in lane 4. Finley Brooks, Indiana University looking strong in lane 2. And Brooks does touch first in a time of 23.50. Here's the D final. Lane 1 for Greater Columbus, Gavin Lewis. 2 for Mason Manarays, Jason Zhao. 3 for SwimMac, Troy Keane. 4 swimming unattached. The swim team is Jaden Ficklin. Lane 5 for SwimMac, Granger Barty. 6 for United Swim Association, Jared Rebedum. 7 for Summit City Aquatics, Owen Lindsay. And in lane 8 for CLES is Jackson Stump. Troy Keane, SwimMac, lane 3, turning it up. Jason Zhao, Mason Manarays in lane 2. He's out front now. And Zhao from Mason Manarays takes the D final heat in a time of 24.49. And the award presentation, the men's 50 free. And your top 3 finishers on the podium now. 3rd place from McHenry University, Elariza Yavari Ferrucciani. 2nd place from Indiana University, Jacob Destram. And the 2022 Spring Speedo Sectional Champion in the men's 50 free, also from Indiana University, Finley Brooks, his swim of a 23.50. All right, timers get their chairs turned around. As now we bring out the top seeded heat of the men's 1500 freestyle. There they are. In lane 1 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Luke Whitlock. 2 for SwimMac, Norvin Klontz. 3 for Westerville Aquatic Club, Zachary Stump. 4 swimming unattached, Ohio, Charlie Clark. Lane 5 for the swim team, Isaac Fleeg. 6 for Indiana University, Mason Carlton. Lane 7 for Carmel Swim Club, Greg Enoch. And in lane 8 for Carmel, Lewis Sang. Here we go, men's 1500 freestyle. Need a coaching representative from SwimMac. Please come to the head table. Coaching representative from SwimMac. Please come to the head table. Meet record of the men's 1500 free, 15:27.70 by Adam DeJong of Club Wolverine in 2009. Quickest time turned in this time final event from swims earlier today. It's turned in by Finn Anun from Swimming Unattached for the swim team. 100 down, and Klontz out front, lane 2, as he turns in a 58.93. Ahead of Charlie Clark in lane 4, and third in lane 1, Luke Whitlock. Charlie Clark at the 200, 20058. at the 600 here. Clark, your leader, turning 6:03.72. Pretty far ahead of the time turned in earlier today. Our quick time turned in. Charlie Clark with a very nice stroke here. But that young man is stretched out. Nice kick going. Reaching way out there and pulling through. Isaac Fleet, lane 5. Norvin Klotz, Swimmack in lane 2. They're staring each other down as they race for second position. Charlie Clark, lane 4, making his turn. (1,300-meter turn here for Charlie in lane 4. Clark coming down here in lane 4. Our timer's getting ready to ring the bell for him. 2 more lengths to go in the men's 1,500 freestyle for Charlie Clark. Isaac Flea, the swim team, in lane 5. He's starting to pull away from Norvin Klotz now of Swimmack in lane 2. As he's picked it up, the bell's now for Fleeg. Charlie Clark coming down here. He came in with a time 15:04:37. The meet record 15:27.7, and Charlie Clark looks like he's gonna put that record away as he blasts down here. Charlie Clark touching in a time, a new meet record in the men's 1,500 freestyle at a 15:06.92, crushing the old record set back in 2009. Isaac Flea on the wall, lane 5, 15:36.70. Norvin Klotz, third in lane 2 at a 15:36.91. And award presentation coming up in the men's 1,500 free before we move on to the women's 200 breaststroke. Final swimmer into the wall. In our top seeded heat here, the men's 1,500 freestyle. Swimmers, I'm told that you've left quite a number of items in your bleacher area, and the lost and found section of the East Control Room where the lifeguards hang out, it's actually filling up. So if you've misplaced anything during the meet, head across the pool for me to the East Control Room, talk to one of the lifeguards in there. They'll point you to the lost and found pile, and maybe you can get hooked up with your items. Again, award presentation coming up in just a couple minutes in the men's 1500 free. Award presentation now in the men's 1500 freestyle. In third place from SwimMac, Norvin Klontz. Second place for the swim team, Isaac Fleeg. And the 2022 Spring Speedo Sectional Champion of the men's 1500 free, swimming unattached Ohio, setting a new meet record with his swim this evening of a 15:06.92, Charlie Clark. C final now in the women's 200 breaststroke. Lane 1 for Motor City Aquatics, Rachel Bello. 2 for United Swim Association, Alexis Pelks. 3 for Westerville Aquatic Club, Madeline Bossler. 4 for Plymouth Canton Cruisers, Elizabeth Newman. 5 for Firestone Akron Swim Team, Mia Nagel. Lane 6 for Valparaiso Swim Club, Madeline Mareth. 7 for Carmel, Megan Chrisman, and an 8 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Lydia Reed. Elizabeth Newman at the 100. 117.30. Second in lane 6, Madeline Mareth of Valparaiso Swim Club. And third in lane 8, Lydia Reed of the Tigers. On the wall first, Elizabeth Newman in lane 4, 242.44. B final in the women's 200 breaststroke. Lane 1 for Mason Manarays, Elizabeth Ullman. In lane 2 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Kate Mauser. 3 for Swim Mac, Sydney Sanders. 4 for Swim Mac, Tracy Tucci. In 5 for Westerville Aquatic Club, Emily Ellsworth. 6 swimming unattached. The swim team is Jana Josick. 7 swimming unattached SCA, Maya McDonald. And an 8 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Avery Stein. Leading at the 100, Kate Mauser of the Tigers, lane 2, 116.16. Second, Grace Tucci from Swimac, lane 4. Third in lane 6, Jana Josick. Ladies racing down to the finish here. Tucci in lane 4, over in lane 2. Kate Mauser from Fishers is there cranking it over. Under the flags they go. And into the wall. Big reaches coming up. And Kate Mauser from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers touching first out of lane 2, 238.18. As we now bring out the A final heat of the women's 200 breaststroke. In lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Lucy Enoch. 2 for the swim team, Morgan Malloy. 3 for Mason Manarays, Adeline Robillard. 4 for Swim Mac, Avery Klemfoth. In lane 5 for Swim Mac, Sophia Plaza. 6 for Carmel Swim Club, Molly Sweeney. 7 for Swim Mac, Abigail Druin. And an 8 for Valparaiso Swim Club, Mary Cespedes. The A final heat in the women's 200 breaststroke. Meet record in the women's 200 breaststroke, 222.13 by Lily King of Indiana Swim Club in 2021. Hundred turn here, and Malloy in lane 2 with the edge over Clamforth, lane 4, third Robillard, fourth position at the 100, Sophia Plaza. Malloy's 100 split 113.80. Racing down to the finish, Avery Clamforth Swim Mac, lane 4 out front, trying to close that gap. Adeline Robillard, Mason Manarays in lane 3. Not enough real estate to get that done as Clamforth touching first and a time at 231.23. Here's the D final in the women's 200 breaststroke. Lane 1 for Irish Aquatics, Kaya Podlin. 2 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Tiga Madera. 3 for Worthington Swim Club, Paige Delma. 4 for Swim Mac, Marion Monk. 5 for Firestone Akron, Julia Cornamoan. 6 for Concord, Brinley Yoder. 7 for Worthington Swim Club, Natalie Halub. And an 8 for Zionsville, Madeline Aiken. Marion Monk out front, Swim Mac as she turns in a 117.34. Ahead of Kaya Podlin, Irish Aquatics in lane 1. We need a coaching representative from SwimMac over at award staging, please. Coaching representative from SwimMac, please report to award staging. Marion Monk from SwimMac, 242.12. Award presentation now on the women's 200 breaststroke. In third place from SwimMac, Sophia Plaza. Second place from Mason Manor Rays, Adeline Robillard. And the 2022 Spring Speedo Sectional Champion of the Women's 200 Breaststroke from SwimMac, Avery Klemfoth, at a time of 2:31.23. See final here in the men's 200 breaststroke. Lane 1 for South Bend Swim Club, Christopher Bartmus. Lane 2 for Fast Tigers, Reed Beaumont. 3 for the swim team, Jacob Canaval. Lane 4 for Concord Swim Club, Cole Stevenson. 5 for Carmel, Ryan Malicki. 6 for Club Wolverine, Roshi Turner. 7 for Bodemaker Aquatics, Maxwell Bloom. And in lane 8 for Lions Aquatic, Aiden Foley. At the 100 turn, Aiden Foley out front from Lion, 110.11. Second in lane 3, Jacob Cadavel. And third at the 100, Ryan Malicki of Carmel Swim Club, lane 5. Ryan Malicki from Carmel in a time at 2:25.52. B final in the men's 200 breaststroke. Lane 1 from Swim Mac, Gavin McCarter. 2 for Lauren Swim Team, Tristan Eckert. 3 from Carmel, Michael Gorey. 4 for Swim Mac, Frederick Klein. 5 for Westerville Aquatic, Brogan Robinson. And 6 for Worthington Swim Club, Eric Albers. 7 for United Swim Association, Owen Johansson. And 8 for Berkeley Aquatic Club, Gavin Foreman. Eric Albers, Worthington Swim Club in lane 6. Turning at the 100. 108.81. Ahead of Michael Gorey. Lane 3 from Carmel, 109.13. And third, Owen Johansson of United Swim Association in lane 7, 109.92. Half a length to go here in the B final heat of the men's 200 breaststroke. Albers in lane 6, trying to close the gap in lane 3. Michael Gorey, Carmel Swim Club. Gorey does move into the front over in lane 3. And Gorey touching first in a time of 2:23.91. As we now bring out the championship final heat of the men's 200 breaststroke. In lane 1 for Indiana University, Jason Yep. 2 for Swim Mac, Matthew Lucky. 3 for Swim Mac, Matthew Kroll. 4 for Indiana University, Maxwell Wright. 5 for Swim Mac, Benjamin Delmar. 6 for Lakeside Swim Team, Will Schultz. 7 for Indiana University, Luke Barr. And in lane 8 for the swim team, Brady Byer. The A final heat of the men's 200 breaststroke. Meet record of the men's 200 breaststroke, 2:11.05 by Joshua Matheny of Team Pittsburgh, 2021. Maxwell Wright from IU turning in a 105.37 ahead of Will Schultz from Lakeside in lane 6 at a 105.88. Actually, Schultz turning at the exact same time as Matthew Kroll from Swimmac in 3. So tied for second at the 100. Now out in front, Jason Yap from IU. 140.71 at the far end. Teammates Yep and Reich racing it down here in the A final heat of the men's 200 breaststroke. And Jason Yep out of lane 1, 2:15.50. He was kind of excited about that. D final in the men's 200 breaststroke. Lane 1 for Mason Manarays, Jason Zhao. 2 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Luis Sanchez. 3 for Noblesville, Aiden Biddle. 4 for Motor City Aquatics, Luke Machalowicz. 5 for Carmel Swim Club, Brandon Malicki. 6 for Terre Haute Torpedoes, Connor Laritzen. 7 for Mason Manarays, Evan Pressler. And an 8 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Lucas Sarnaldo. Brandon Malicki, Carmel Swim Club, lane 5, leads him back. Malicki split at the 100, 109.26, ahead of Jason Zhao in lane 1 at a 109.71. And third is Machalowicz in lane 4, 111.44. Brandon Malicki, Carmel Swim Club. In lane 5 as his teammates cheer him on down to the finish here, the D final, and Malicki puts up a time at 2:24.17. And award presentation now in the men's 200 breaststroke. Third place from Swim Mac, Benjamin Delmar. Placing second for Indiana University, Maxwell Rice. The 2022 Spring Speedo Sectional Champion in the men's 200 breaststroke from Indiana University, Jason Yep, in a time of 2:15.50. Congratulations, gentlemen. We now have a 10-minute break before we head into the women's 800 freestyle relay. So the start of the women's 800 freestyle relay will be at 7:36. 7:36. Less than a minute away from getting started here. 2 heats coming up. Time final heats in the women's 800 freestyle relay. All right, ready to go now. Like I said, 2 time final heats in the women's 800 freestyle relay. Druhan leading off for Swim Mac B in lane 1. Backer for Mason Manarays in lane 2. Donlan for Swim Mac in lane 3, Swim Mac A. Lane 4, it's Kozan for the swim team. Lane 5, Berglund leading off for Carmel. Lane 6, Street leads off for Carmel B in lane 6. 7th, Mauser for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, and Klingesmith for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins in lane 8. The swim team out front, Justina Kozan going to turn it over to Leah Losi. In lane 3 for Swim Mac, it'll be Avery Klumphoff up next. Lane 5 for Carmel, Gretchen Luking. Now underway over in lane 2 for Mason Manarays, Julia Schaefer. Beat record of the women's 800 freestyle, 8:12.93. It'll be Isabella Abraham up next for the swim team. In lane 4, in lane 5, coming up for Carmel A, Alexander Shackle. In lane 3 for Swimmac A, Morgan Rzuski. Lane 6 for Carmel B, Alexandra Ward. We got Emma Schumacher now underway for Fishers A in lane 7. Anchor swimmers getting ready to go. It'll be Joanna Cozen for the swim team in lane 4. Lane 5 for Carmel, Lindsey Bowen. As Shackle comes to the front ahead of Abraham. So Carmel, lane 5 now out front. There goes Bowen. There goes Cozen. Third position is Swimmac. And Kaylee McDonald anchoring for them. Underway now in lane 6 for Carmel B, Molly Sweeney. Great swim underway here between Cozen for the swim team in lane 4, Bowen for Carmel in lane 5. Carmel still with the edge. 2 lengths to go. Lindsey Bowen hugging that lane line to the left. Cozen now starting to pick it up. Final turn and Carmel still in the lead. Get your hands up in the air and get these ladies home. Half a length to go here in our top seeded heat, the women's 800 freestyle relay. Lindsey Bowen giving it everything she can. She's up on top of the water, and Bowen starts to pull away from Cozen coming into the finish. Carmel Swim Club A in a time of 8:23.46. Nice job, ladies. One more heat to go here in our session today. Heat 2 of the women's 800 freestyle relay. Brenna Mowry leads off for Westerville Aquatic in lane 2. Annabelle Swinney for Zionsville in lane 3. Anika Gunther for Irish Aquatics in lane 4. Morgan Hoffmeister for United Swim Association in 5. Greer Gordon for Mason Manor Race B in lane 6. Julia Cornemiowen for Firestone Akron in lane 7. Irish Aquatic out front. It'll be Lily Christensen up next. Or correction, Zionsville out front. Maggie Hadley up next. Firestone Akron, lane 7. Carrie Caniglia now underway. Third position, Mason Manarays in lane 6. Caitlin Smittle. Be Kaya Podlin up next for Irish Aquatics in lane 4. Lane 7 for Firestone Akron. Tara Brillmeyer over in lane 3 for Zionsville. Kathleen Baroker. Underway in lane 6, Mason Manarays, Alyssa Ullman. Now lane 5, Charlotte Laycock for United Swim Association. Underway in lane 2 for Westerville, Isabella Palazzo. Audrey Dixon, the anchor for Irish Aquatics in lane 4. Lane 7 for Firestone Akron, Mia Nagel. Lane 6 for Mason Manarays, Chloe O'Mara. 3 for Zionsville, Reagan Mattice. Over in lane 2 for Westerville, Elizabeth Ruff. And lane 5 for United Swim Association, Morgan Mercher. Audrey Dixon bringing it down for Irish Aquatics, lane 4. And Irish Aquatics touching in a time of 8:44.79. And that concludes day 1. 3 more to go in the 2022 Spring Speedo Sectionals. Thanks, everybody, for your assistance today. Great job by our USA official team and all of our volunteers who helped out today. Got pools open for cool down, warm-ups tomorrow morning. The doors open at 6. Competition gets underway at 9 o'clock. Safe travels wherever you're going this evening. We'll see you back here tomorrow.